Hi everybody, I hope you are doing good. I'm going to show you now recap of the game 6 on the World Chess Championship between Liren and Nepomniachtchi. Today we also got very interesting game and I'm not going to reveal you the result. Keep watching till the end. We got very interesting fight and Ding was white while Nepo was black. Let's start. So Ding played d4, which is very common for the players on this level. They pretty much like to play this kind of thing on this level. e4 is also very playable, but people who are who wants to play very clear opening with a small advantage, but keeping that advantage to be long term, they usually start with d4. Nepo played knight f6 and now knight f3. Very standard. d5, symmetrical. Bishop f4. And now we got interesting line c5. So white played d3. However, if he takes here, there's a move e6. And after e3, black will just capture with the bishop. And black is going to have no problems at this situation. That's actually the thing. In the game, in this line also if b4 happens, black can play a5. So defending that pawn is awful because after a3, for example, there's a takes b4, and now we got next rook b1, rook a1. So white cannot really capture back on b4, and black will be able to play bishop c5 easily without any problems. So in the game, what happened was the move e3, which is standard. Knight c6 by Nepo, knight bd2, very logical because it's connecting the knights as well. And now we got pawn takes d4, pawn takes d4, bishop f5, c3, very standard. And after e6, we got a position where both of the players are having very normal, pretty normal situation where nobody's having specifical advantage. The most importantly, the reason why is that happening is because no one is actually having any weaknesses here, like a pawns or the pieces or the squares, which are critical. So white played bishop b5, using this pin here, creating a pin, and now he might threaten some 95 at some point, but black doesn't care, and Nepo plays bishop d6, offering the trade of the bishops. And white played the best move, which is bishop d6. After queen e6, he goes castle, and after castles, he goes rook e1. We got pretty much out of the opening. Uh, I prefer white because of one thing. White pawn structure with the pawns on the dark squares gives me the feeling of a very comfortable situation where he's actually having no problems. So after h6, which is common, white goes knight e5, and that's the another reason. Now white is going to play knight f3 eventually, maybe, and have a very nice setup in the position without any problems. And that's actually was the point. And after 95, we got 97. So Nepo refuses to actually do anything about this knight. For example, trading here is not good because after d takes e5, white will now capture on f6 and probably ruin black's pawn structure after something like this. It's very unpleasant position for black as well. That's the thing. So that's why Nepo played 97, I guess. So white played a4. The move which is, for me, very logical. Uh, After white develops all of his pieces, he now wants to set up some pawns, and that's the reason why he's actually going for a4. Ideas right now are a4, a5, and most likely a6. So white is doing good. Nepo played a6 in order to react over this, and now white goes bishop f1. The idea maybe sometimes g3, bishop g2, we never know. But this bishop is surely okay here. Maybe sometimes he will play bishop d3, not right now. But this knight is good. And another thing, which actually happened in the game later, is that white can now fix those two pawns on b7 and a6. So black does knight d7. Nepo offered the trades of the knights, which is very logical approach because the knight on e5 is annoying. Actually, he's very annoying. He's taking the control over the all 7 squares, and that's the thing here. All 8 squares, sorry. And this is something which is like solid for white as well. I don't see any problems. So after knight d7, Ding took, Nepo takes, he must capture. And now we got that fixing the pawns on a6 and b7. And I like white's position. It's very natural and it's easier to play because after knight f3 there might be knight e5 and white is doing good. Black played queen c7, which I respect because he's now taking those two diagonals. Eventually, if white ever moves the rook from the a file, he's going to have problems over here. So that's the reason why he's actually doing it. Now we got queen f3. Very nice move. Finally, moving the queen from d1, and then black goes rook fc8. Logical for me because he wants some um, control over the c file, eventually defending the queen. Now white can never play b4 easily because c3 would be hanging. So white goes with an interesting option, rook a3. I suspect that maybe something like that is idea like c4 and rook over the third rank, but it's very, very tough to use that idea immediately. So black goes bishop g6, and now we got knight b3. Trying knight c5, I guess so, because he wants to set up his knights over the dark square. One of the biggest advantages through the white's position is actually the control of the dark square, and that dark square bishops are traded. So that's the thing which is actually happening here. After that, we got knight c6, queen g3, black played knight e7, and now white goes h4. Another very interesting option. Well, the reason, probably opening up a king a little bit. He's aware of the back rank checkmates. And another thing, he might play h5 at some point if black moves the bishop from g6. So black goes rook e8. This move wasn't really clear to me, but now white uses knight c5. Maybe he wanted d5 at some point. And actually he played it right now. And now we got rook b3, attacking on b7. There, Nepo took, and now Ding took. And after queen f6, we got rook a3, attacking that knight. The problem, whenever knight from a5 moves, b7 pawn is hanging. That's a real problem, which is black having through the position. Also, d5 pawn is very suspicious because he's isolated. So that are two weaknesses in the black's position. And already at this point, it is starting to be more clear that black is the one who is fighting for a draw. So knight c4, bishop c4, pawn takes c4, and after that h5, attacking the bishop on g6. Nepo goes bishop c2, just trying to get out of this thing, but now white can capture knight b7. And after that, queen b6, Ding played very nice move at this situation. He played a brilliant move, knight d6. Why is this so good? Well, if you wonder why black cannot actually ever capture on d6, it's because of rook e8, and now the queen is hanging. We got queen d6, and white is up a queen, and white is completely winning the position. So that's why white is the one who is having control. After this situation, black goes rook e5, white goes queen e5, and we got queen b2. And if you wonder what's happening with the position, white is better. White goes rook a5. The reason why white is better is because he's having control over everything. I don't really see what's the black plan. While I actually see what's the white. And after this situation, black played the move king h7, which is not the best. It's far from the best. He should go for bishop d3. Actually, just defending that pawn and really making the position solid right now. I mean, he might draw this eventually, but after king h7, he caused the problems for himself because after rook c5, c4 pawn is actually under the pressure, and not under small pressure. It's under big pressure, and that's a problem. And now he played queen c2, king h2. We got f6, and now white goes queen g3. The real issue which black is facing is rook c7, queen g7. Battery checkmate ideas which are really, really dangerous. So black played a5, not taking care about this, and Ding took a4, knight e3, bishop b1. Perhaps the better move was just slightly rook g8 in order to defend g7, but we got the transposition after bishop b1, rook c7. He anyways played rook g8, and now we got bishop d5. White is threatening knight f6. That's the idea. And double attack here. That's the point. So black played king h8, rook a7. The thing I like it about White's position is that he has so much activity and he can create a lot of the checkmate patterns, and that's what he did. After rook f8, Ding played very nice move d5, and after a2, he just played very nice move queen c7. And the idea here, the threat is knight g6, queen g7. So let's say this guy Nepo just promotes the queen. White can play knight g6 and after bishop takes queen g7 checkmate. That's a problem. So black played king h7, knight g6, still threatening the mate. But the point here after rook g8 is not attack on g7, it's queen f7, very nice move. And now white is winning because white is threatening queen g8, rook a8, queen f7. Let's say black goes something like this. Look at this checkmate pattern. Pawn takes g6, king h8, queen sacrifice the rook, king g8, rook a8, checkmate. That's one idea. Another idea, let's say he goes bishop e4, doesn't matter. Queen g8, king g8, rook a8, king f7, rook f8. While, on the other hand, after king h7, there's just rook h8. And this is just game over. Permanently, it's just game over. There's nothing which black can do. It's just game over. I mean checkmate. So in the game, he resigned. He could also try a1 promotion, but after rook e1, there still wouldn't be any resources about queen g8, rook e8 stuff. And at this point, we got the equality of both of the players 3-3, and game number 6 is continuation of the white winning in a row a couple of times. So we'll see for 2 days the continuation. This match looks really interesting and this is becoming real drama. So we'll see what's happening. Thank you guys for watching. Drop the subscribe and video on the video, and see you next time. Goodbye.